Hey fashionistas, welcome back. This your girl Ashley. If you are new here or if you want to get reacquainted with me, because I know I haven't posted in a while. I haven't talked to y'all about nothing in a while. But don't worry, I am back and I am better than ever. But today's video, we're not talking about me and what I've been up to. Just know that video is coming soon. But in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna teach you all how to save for luxury purchases that you all are being, wanting to get, especially when these brands have a price increase every 30 business days, every other day, every time they wake up, every time they feel like it. So yeah, like let's talk about 5 ways to save for luxury purchases. And some of the ways I'm gonna put y'all on, the purchase might end up being free due to girl math. So let's get into it. So the first way that you can save money for a more expensive purchase is to open a savings account. But not just any savings. We're going to open a high yield savings account. And if you're not familiar with the high yield savings account, basically that's just a savings account that earns a lot more interest than your normal typical savings account at your regular bank. So most high yield savings accounts have like a 3% and up interest rate. So that means you earn money on the balance that's in your savings account. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna earn, $100 or $500 or $1,000. Well, depending on how much you have in there. But you will earn basically like a few dollars. And if you're looking to buy a certain item, then those couple dollars can, add up over time and help you, contribute to the tax of the item if you're, buying it in the US, or, just can help contribute to the amount that you need to save towards that purchase. So opening up a high yield savings account would be the most ideal way to go if you're trying to spend your own coin and work your way to achieve the goal of buying whatever item. That would be a great strategy to use. You can even do a CD, like a certificate of deposit. You can structure CDs for a certain amount of months. I think the shortest term CD maybe 3 to 6 months. I know for sure 6 months, but I think some places like even credit unions may do a 3-month term CD. So you can get a CD. It earns a little bit more interest as well than your traditional savings account. And then, there's other, like years and months that you can do for a CD, like 12 months, 3 years, whatever. But if you're looking for something short term, like, okay, I'm going to make this purchase in a year, then a high yield savings or a CD would be your best option. The only thing I will preference with the CD, that like it is a penalty if you close the CD out before it matures. But with a high yield savings account, if something was to come up and you need to pull those funds quickly, you could do so without any penalty. Another way that you can save and afford your luxury item purchases is to use credit card points. Now, if you travel a lot and if you shop a lot, even just day-to-day shopping, like going to get groceries, going to get gas, paying, like certain bills like your phone bill or, car insurance or whatever on your credit card, and you pay it off every month because it's a bill that you have to pay anyway, so might as well utilize your credit card to get those points. Now, if you're doing that on a month-to-month basis and then like charging, like, when you go out to eat or when you buy snacks, just like small, minuscule items as well as larger purchases and, also your monthly recurring purchases on a credit card, you can use those points to buy whatever you desire. You can use it to book for, a flight. There's so many people have made videos of how to use your credit card points and transfer them over to the partner airline to book a flight. You can use it for gift cards, of course. You can use it, for points towards your credit card statement. But you also can use those points to purchase, luxury items. So I know some places, depending on what type of credit card you have, I'm only going to speak on American Express because that is really the only credit card that I have. I don't have like a Chase Reserve or whatever they offer. I know American Express. So I know like sometimes people use like their points to go towards their Saks Fifth Avenue purchases. Like in store, you can pay with points. You can pay with points on Amazon. You can pay with points at so many other retailers. So that is why I'm saying like you could use your credit card points to buy luxury items. So look into it. Another smart way to invest in luxury is to buy pre-owned. I know like we live in a time where people like to do unboxings and show themselves going into the store, getting the item brand new. But a lot of times that's not feasible for a lot of people. So one way to afford, an item of luxury is to shop pre-owned. And also shopping vintage. Like shopping pre-owned and shopping vintage is essentially kind of the same thing, but vintage is like, much older. Sometimes pre-owned, like it could still be in the same season, like a person just may not have liked the item and decided to get rid of it. But shopping pre-owned or vintage would also help you save bang for your buck because you're still getting an item that you want. You're just not paying the newer price tag for it. And then sometimes, the quality is a lot better because we have been talking about that with luxury items these days, how the quality just not is there like it used to be back in the day. And they keep upping the prices, but the quality not matching. So if you want like more quality items, and one of the brands that always comes up when I'm like looking at people's videos and they're talking about quality, it always goes back to Chanel and the classic flap. A lot of people are, on the hunt for the classic flap with the, 24 karat gold hardware, all of that. So going vintage and, sourcing that item. So if you're looking for quality, bags or, even just a bag from a certain era, like, the Tom Ford, Gucci era, if you're looking for just certain pieces, then going to look pre-loved and vintage may be the way to save you some coin but still get you what you want. Okay, so this is basically finna be girl math. I kind of gave you one girl math already if you was paying attention, but this is like truly a girl math. So if you work a corporate job, if you're a corporate babe, and even if you're not a corporate babe, because I know there's a lot of positions and companies that still give employees bonuses even though they're not in corporate. So if you are a worker, an employee, or whatever you want to call yourself, and your company pays you a bonus, if you don't have no need to use that bonus, like you ain't trying to pay off debt, you ain't trying to book no trip, or just do whatever with it, like put towards buying a house or whatever, you can use that bonus to buy you some luxury items. Like I see all the time with the women that are in big law and they kind of, decipher how they're going to use their like big law bonus towards the end of the year. And I always be like, I just wish I could be you. Not saying my bonus don't be nice, but their bonuses be bonusing. Like, cha-ching. But if you're in one of those positions where you get either a decent bonus, a great bonus, or even a small bonus, you can use those funds to buy your luxury items. So if you're trying to buy a bag, you can use those funds to, either put toward the bag so you don't have to save as much, or if your bonus is enough, you can just use it to buy the bag. And that's considered like free because it's not money that came out of your paycheck. Because, with most companies, like they all say, bonuses aren't guaranteed. It's based on your performance and it's based on the company's performance. So let's just say you don't get a bonus one year. You're not missing out on no money because your paycheck is still the same. But if you do get a bonus and you're fortunate to get a bonus, that's like free money. So you might as well use it to buy what you want to buy. See, you get what I'm putting down? I know it. Now, the last way that you can work smart and investing in luxury is asking for it for a gift. If you've watched any of my videos that I've previously done, I've always talked about asking for specific things for a gift. Me, I have a gift list that I keep in my notes app. And when it comes to like my birthday or like, holidays or just, people want to get me something, I send them my gift list. Pick an item off the gift list and it's from, affordable to actually you may be out your mind, but it gives people the option to choose whatever, range they're willing to spend. But it also gives me the luxury of having or receiving an item I truly desired in the first place that I didn't want to spend my money on. So if there are things that you really just like, oh, I want this, but I'm not trying to spend my money on this because I'm trying to spend my money on this, then I would say create a running list and then just ask for your birthday, for graduation, for anniversary, for Christmas, or just whatever. Just send it to the people. And that way, like I said, you get what you want, but you ain't spend your money. It's kind of like the bonus. And it's like free. It's basically a free gift. And who is turning down a free gift that was something that they wanted in the first place? Nobody. I thought so. So if you like this video, if you found these tips are very helpful, then give this video a big thumbs up. Now, if you want me to do more videos in regards to like managing your finances to afford the lifestyle that you want, let me know down below in the comments and comment the word lifestyle, and I will make an updated video to show you how to like budget and how to, save money and what ways to invest your money so you can put back to, affording like either your dream life or some of your dream items that you've always had on your wish list. But as always, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I will see you next Friday. We are here every Friday for Fashion Fridays, and I hope you will enjoy this series. See you later.